On the morning of October 25, 1944, during the Battle of Leyte Gulf, a small American escort group, known as Taffy 3, suddenly encountered one of the most powerful surface fleets of the Imperial Japanese Navy. Vice Admiral Takeo Kurita's center force had broken through the San Bernardino Strait overnight and was now approaching the American landing forces off Samar Island. Kurita's fleet was built around 4 battleships, including the largest battleship ever constructed, Yamato, supported by 6 heavy cruisers, 2 light cruisers, and 11 destroyers. In contrast, Taffy 3 consisted of 6 escort carriers, protected by just 3 fleet destroyers, USS Johnston, USS Hoel, and USS Heermann, and 4 destroyer escorts, including USS Samuel B. The American escort carriers together carried approximately 165 aircraft, a mix of fighters, dive bombers, and torpedo planes, many of which were lightly armed for ground support missions rather than naval combat. During the battle, aircraft from the nearby Taffy 2 escort carrier group also joined the fight, launching an additional 177 sorties against the Japanese fleet. Even with air support, the surface balance of power was overwhelmingly in Japan's favor. The American ships were outgunned, outranged, and outnumbered. At approximately 6:45 a.m., Japanese battleships and cruisers opened fire at long range. The escort carriers immediately began launching aircraft while turning away to the east. The destroyers were ordered to make smoke and attack. This decision would define the battle. Commander Ernest Evans aboard USS Johnston initiated a torpedo attack, charging directly toward the Japanese heavy cruisers. At close range, Johnston launched a full spread of torpedoes, striking the heavy cruiser Kumano and forcing it out of formation. Other destroyers followed. Hoel and Heermann advanced through heavy shellfire, laying smoke screens to conceal the escort carriers and launching their own torpedo attacks. The Japanese formation began to lose cohesion. American destroyers repeatedly crossed between the enemy fleet and the escort carriers, firing guns, launching torpedoes, and deploying smoke. Samuel B. joined the furious attack, closing to point-blank range and unleashing torpedoes and gunfire. All the while, aircraft from Taffy 3, and soon from nearby Taffy 2, swarmed the Japanese fleet, strafing, bombing, and launching torpedoes, turning the battle into a relentless aerial assault. The smaller American ships maneuvered aggressively, forcing the much larger Japanese fleet to react defensively. Despite their overwhelming advantage in firepower, the Japanese commanders faced confusion, smoke-obscured targets, constant torpedo threats, and continuous air attacks from American aircraft. Believing they were facing a larger American fleet, Admiral Kurita ordered a withdrawal. The Americans lost the escort carrier Gambier Bay, 2 destroyers, Johnston and Hoel, and 1 destroyer escort. But the escort carrier survived. The landing forces off Leyte remained protected. The battle off Samar became one of the most extraordinary examples of small warships confronting a superior fleet, not by armor or firepower, but by speed, smoke, torpedoes, and determination.